YouTube, how the devil are you doing? It's Cooler King checking in again on behalf of the EDC Cooperative. I hope that you are fine and dandy. So today is Friday and it is time for our Friday shows where we show you items what I've received in the post this last week. There are a few items that did arrive on the Saturday last week, and disclaimer, it is before the postman has been today. It's currently 12 o'clock when I'm filming this, but I've got to go to work unfortunately. So without further ado, let's have a look. First off, one of the bumper packages that came had quite a lot of items in. One of the items that I have shown on Instagram and Facebook this week is this. But what I didn't show was this tiny one as well. They are from Garage Built Gear, both of them. This is the Ultimate EDC pouch. You can see we've got a hook and loop field. We've got a nice sleeve there. Got a nice zip pouch on the back. I'm going to do a full video on this, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. And then that's the internal side of it. So very nice pouch, really like that. I've used it this week and I like it. I think this is called the Mini Medic, and again we've got a clamshell design, some pockets inside it. This is going to be a camera, battery, memory card type pouch for me, I think. Moving swiftly on, my good buddy Savage, who owns Obscure Hideout EDC, makes these lanyards. This is obviously a Pirate Deadpool one. I purchased that a while ago and it's just arrived now. Quite a nice little thing. Again, part of the bumper package from my US proxy. I have these two items. It's a bottle opener, similar sort of style to the Hate Pig, I suppose, but it's called a brickhead from the Brickhead Alliance. And also I got this little funky magnet brickhead to go with it as well. They're made by Zero Feud, I believe, and Nick, who is the chap behind the Brickhead Alliance, is also behind Full Throttle Originals, which is someone that I followed for quite some time. I've got a couple of his items, so I don't know what the relationship is, but it looks like, I don't know if Nick's designed them and then Rick has made them. Another parcel that came this week, this, as I'm not a Swiss Army knife collector, as we've said a few times before, of course we have a Swiss Army knife. This one is from Beaver Blade Works, bought second hand off a chap called Rob Barrett on Instagram, and it is quite a nice titanium grey micro farmer. This is the tool set on it. Can probably show a video on that on its own if it's requested. Funnily enough, another bead. This is the Sad Face from Zero Feud, funnily enough. And then I had these two little egg type things with him as well. I've taken out what was inside, and it's a silver bullion, I suppose you'd say. I've got two of them. People obviously use metal as currency, precious metals. These are from a company called Mutiny Metals. Essentially I bought them for a prop for a photograph. And then last but not least, of course, as I'm not a Swiss Army knife collector, I have the Victorinox Swiss Army Knife Collectors Society 2020 Swiss Army knife, which you can only get if you're in the society, I believe. Name on the back of the, it's a black Swiss Army knife Alox with a black shield. I won't go over the tool set, it's quite an interesting one. I shall save that, might do its own video on that another day, just so you can see it if you wish. That's about it that I'm going to, oh, it's not it, forgot. I don't know how I forgot this big box. Coffee. I think we might have established that I like coffee and I also like beer. And this is a good package from a chap on Instagram, Andrew. I prefer craft beer. I've talked to him for quite a long time. I've bought a few items off him in the past. I know he's been making coffee for a while, but he's reached out and asked if I wanted to try some of this coffee. So he sent me 2 bags. Essentially, it's the same coffee bean, and he roasts them to order. So if you email him or buy it through the website, it's roasted to order. So this has got my name on it. It's small batch coffee. It's a Colombian. It tells you the region. It's La Florida. It's a medium roast. And then this is where it gets interesting. So this is a 16-ounce bag, yes, of beans, and this is an 8-ounce bag of beans. Both the same beans. However, this one has been roasted in barrel aged bourbon. So Dartwood's coffee that I use all the time at home, they do a similar type of one, and I'm assuming that his is the same process where the beans before the roasted are stored in a whiskey barrel. I can't remember the name of the company of the bourbon that he uses, but the bourbon barrels, they put the beans in, they age over time, and then they're roasted and they absorb all the flavour. It's essentially drinking a whiskey coffee but without the alcohol, and it's quite a lot smoother. I am interested to see what his tastes like, or what his coffee in general tastes like, because it'll be totally different from what I'm used to over here potentially. I'm not a coffee expert, I'm more of a coffee snob. If you want to see a bit of a taste test maybe, or something like that, let us know. See if we can do a fun video. As part of his I prefer craft beer, he also does glassware. So that's his sort of generic hop logo. And then we've got knives and on the back. And then he's also sent me this small pack which has got a couple of stickers on it. Drink local, which interestingly enough, I read something a while ago that like 80% of UK pubs will be closed by March this year, and that was last year before we've had this further lockdown. So, you know, if you've got a local pub, as soon as you can, go and slip them a fiver for a £3 pint. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. And then this, I do like this. I like this design of patch. I wanted to do a beer patch for the Co-op, the similar sort of thing with hops on it, but he's done one, so we'll see. And then this quite interesting chunk of metal, again with the drink local logo, and we can see it's a bottle opener. Fits nice in the hand, quite a big chunky thing, so I'll give that a go. Thanks for that, Andrew. We'll can't wait to try the coffee. So that is it now. So if you have any questions about anything, put them down below. I'll link to the other Friday shows videos up here. If you want to see any videos on specific things in here, just put that down below and I'll see what I can do for you. So take care, thanks for watching, see you on the next one.